unboxing of my new Ryobi One Plus 1832, sorry, of the impact driver and drill kit that I actually purchased not too long ago from the local Home Depot. Actually was on special for 88 bucks. And we're going to pull it open and we're going to take a look what's actually inside and what actually comes with it. As you can see by the front, it actually shows you the impact drill, the drilling impact driver, and the drill thing itself, along with 2 batteries, a charger, and a bag. Let's see if that's actually in there. Let me take it out, okay? Okay, here we go. After the unpackaging of the Ryobi, here's a nice, good carrying case that comes with it. Now, I've gone a little ahead of myself here. I've actually charged the batteries here. So, usually when you get the open it up, usually there's a cover and all that in here to protect all the important stuff, which is good stuff. Here's the charger. Very nice little charger. As you can see, it'll charge NiCads. The older version, 18-volt NiCads. The lithium-ion and then the lithium-ion plus batteries. So that's a good thing. And it depends on the battery itself, which one you have in there. So it'll vary from, battery to battery. If you have the largest ones, which are the 4 ampere hour batteries, 18 volts, it might take a little longer to get those charged up because of the amperage. But yet this here is compatible with that as well. I've actually charged one of those, and it took about the same time, about an hour, hour and a half, again depending on the battery type, on the amps per hour. It'll vary on this. And here, let me get that out of the way. Here's the first one, which is the impact driver. There's that one there. And here's the other one, the drill itself. Now, I've already put the batteries in here. They're fully charged, and it comes with a nice little carrying, little holster here for the impact driver, which you can screw either to put it on the build, either on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side, depending on your preference. Me, I'm more likely having this on the left-hand side on my belt, which is for me probably the best. But you can also, like I said, you can switch that over to either side for that. This here you won't be able to put that little holster onto the regular one here, the drill itself, because for the simple fact it doesn't have the holes like this one does. Just to show you, see, it has the two holes that you can actually screw it in, so you won't be able to put it onto the drill itself as you have here. See, there's no definite dedicated holes for either one. And these ones are running the p1832 batteries. 1.3 amperes an hour, 24 watts an hour, which are good for, I would say, about an hour and a half, depending on use, of course, depending on how hard you use this. The drill itself, you have 2 speeds. Lowest one is 0 to 600 RPMs. And the other one is, I think, up to 2600 on the setting number 2. You can actually adjust the chuck here. I won't be able to hold it with one hand, but you'll be able to adjust the clutch on here for the amount of torque that you need, and then you have strictly for the drill itself, which gives you a direct drive to the actual motor itself, which is great. Now on this one here is a newer model. As you can see, is the P235. I have another one, which is like last year's model, which is the P234G, I believe. I could be mistaken. I'm going to have to double check on that. But the difference between the 235 and the 234G is the torque. This one here has 1,600 pounds worth of torque, and it also has an impact head on this here as well as it does on the other one. That's the only major difference. The grip holding these two are great, since it's all made of heavy, kind of like heavy duty plastic, which is sturdy, and the grip for the handle itself and when you lie it on here, most of the rubber parts do meet a very good feel to it. So that's a great thing about this. What I like about the impact driver itself. And I did have an actual chance to actually use this just recently, because I have what they call is, like here in Canada, specifically in the different provinces from Vancouver all the way to Prince Edward Island, we have these things called tempos, which are basically carports for the winter time. So that way you can actually protect your car from the elements somewhat, where you don't have so much snow on them or ice on them when you're at home. And I actually got myself a attachment here, which is basically a fly nut driver, which you can actually screw in and unscrew the bolts very easily. This here came very in handy in regards to that, because after a while the wing nut drivers tend to get a little bit rusted in, and it's sometimes a little bit harder to get them out or get them screwed back in, all because of the rust on the threads. This here worked like a charm. The only complaint that I had so far was on the wing nut driver, because where you have the thread, some of them stuck out a little bit more than others, but that was easy to get around by just simply using a Westcott wrench to get it going to unspindle it. And when it got harder to actually screw in, this guy came in handy, and I found it very good. I mean, for $88, you get the drill, you get the impact driver, you get your drill, you get a nice little bag, comes with a nice little charger and two beginners batteries to work with, and they take about a half hour to an hour's worth of charging. The one thing is, I'm going to show you here as well, and this I would definitely suggest this, especially if you're working on larger projects. Let me just get the batteries out. Okay, I'm back. Besides these ones here that do come with the batteries, these ones here are great for the smaller workloads in regards to what you need to do with them. Keep these guys around for the smaller projects. The one thing I do highly suggest is getting these ones. These ones are the P1832s, and these ones are the 4 amp hour batteries. If I can get okay, there we go, focused in. These ones are great, especially if you need a longer run time. For the amount of time that I used for my impact driver here, these batteries were more than enough for what I needed for, and I only used it about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. With these small batteries here, they work like a charm. These ones here, the larger ones, to go with it as an add-on, definitely get it. It may cost you, it may sound a little bit more expensive, because I've bought these ones here, a dual pack of P108s, and here they show you they have a full charge. These ones here, since I got these at Home Depot, the dual pack, these are $149, but they're worth it in the long run, because you can use this on any drill or impact driver. Here, let me just show you. I'm going to pull this one here out with my one available hand. That's the minimum one that came with it. And get the other one in. There we go. Now it's a little bit bigger. And the one thing I like about this too is, as well, especially if you're doing some drilling, screwing around, it comes with a Phillips bit. Put this into the collar. Before you even start drilling anything else, don't panic. What I usually tell people is take a look at the collet. You can move the collet forward and slip the rest in, and it won't budge until you pull it out and whatever else with your 2 hands, not with 1 hand. But overall, this has been a great little guy to work with. I do suggest getting something like this to start off with for beginners or people who don't have them yet, or are looking to exchange their older ones, their older drills and chucks for something more universal. Ryobi is a great thing to go with to begin your collection, and you'll never run out of the batteries because these batteries are universal across all 101 plus tools that they have available. So I definitely would suggest this. And at the same time, as you're starting to collect your tools, maybe eventually get some the universal charger that they have, the 6-pack charger, which charges these batteries, the ones that come the larger batteries, the 4 amp hours, the 1.3s batteries, as well as the 1.5s that are also available from Ryobi. I highly suggest this for anybody. I have another one, a similar one like this, where I got it with 2 batteries, the case, the charger, and there was also a special being run at the same time where I got myself a circular saw. And the circular saw, I'm definitely going to be using these larger ones for cutting and all that. So I definitely highly suggest this. Please guys, if you really like this, give a thumbs up on it. If not, just give a thumbs down and everything else. Have yourself a great day. This was a quick little review on this. I hope you guys enjoyed it.